Great to see you all here this afternoon. As a team, we have all put in a lot of effort working towards a sales leads capture solution, and I believe we are nearly there. We have an interesting agenda to get through, which I'm sure will raise some questions. Could we hold all questions to the end of the meeting? If you'd like to write them down, the questions down on the whiteboard over here during the meeting so that everyone can consider them, that would be good. We will have a question time at the end if time allows. If we can't manage that, you can send your questions to me and I'll address them in the post-meeting wrap-up email. So today I'm first up and we'll present a progress report along with recommendations for the online lead capture project. Tony will follow on from me with his update on real-time pricing. You should have already received his comparison report via email yesterday. So it's great to see everybody in the one room except for VJ, who is teamsing in from the Gosford store today. So hi, VJ. And Nicole says she's running a bit late, but she should be here soon. After Tony, who will be presenting on real-time pricing, we have Amy, who will speak on the advantages of online entry, followed by Nathan, talking about the new data management system, and then Nicole will wrap up with next steps. So progress to date, the current state map of the business has been completed. Business requirements have been captured. A proposed future state map has been completed also, and I will present this and recommendations today. My role as a BA was to map the current state of HGH Telecommunications lead data capture, to find out why it's so hard to track and report on customer product interest and the consequent lack of sales growth. It was clear that management were very keen and supportive to get things moving as quickly as possible, and I was impressed by the openness of everyone I spoke to in regard to this project. Even when there were legitimate concerns raised around unwanted spam and data security for customers, this was negotiated well, and a recommendation to the business will be made addressing these concerns. Just want to remind everybody about the objective, which was to create the new lead capture page so that we can understand customers' product interest and to gather their details. So the first stage revealed how leads were captured and how this data was then entered and reported on. And to assess the business problem in its current state, I conducted interviews with stakeholders, had meetings with specific business groups, developed a requirements log, defined main users, and looked at the existing processing documentation. Gathering business requirements further underpinned the real need for a better way to manage data and capture potential sales leads. It was found that there were significant issues around delays in data capture and data accuracy, and the flow-on effect being frustrations across the business around inadequate management of data, and which affected reporting and subsequent growth in sales. And you can see this in the current state process map. A user story map was also created, and this assists in understanding how the new online system would function, the flow of usage, and how it assists with prioritising product delivery. Let's have a look now at the proposed future state map. VJ, if you go to the shared document I sent you earlier, yep. Can you pull that up to full screen view? Okay. You'll see that The proposed future state map captures all the business requirements around accurate data capture and real-time reporting. So mapping starts with the customer navigating to our online portal that displays products and services. The customer chooses their product or service. A number of background processes are then kicked off. For example, email is sent to the sales team via CRM. If the email is legitimate, the sales team will follow up within 24 hours. If the email is not legitimate, but customer details are okay, the CRM will go to the sales team to follow up in the required shorter time frame of 12 hours. There is a risk here, however, because of the tight 12-hour time frame. Certain things need to happen involving email quarantine processes, and this is something IT will have to put in place. Moving on, the sales team follow up with the customer. If the customer buys a product or service, the CRM updates to show the same. Sales team prepare the products or services and send to the customer. Regardless of if the customer buys or not, a CRM task will be kicked off to send a survey to the customer. All this data is captured for business intelligence. Moving on to reporting, CRMs will send out weekly reports to key stakeholders described in the requirements log. These services can be modified to suit changing business reporting needs going forward. Ideally, we would like to have business intelligence that allows management to run their own reports. The organisation should consider looking at implementing a business intelligence solution to enable management to run their own reports in real time. There is also a CRM task that will trigger a notification for product and service owners to update pricing, new and obsolete products, and plans availability. This particular function is a high value requirement from Head of Sales, Tony Galeras. Thanks, Tony. As I stated earlier, this map and all other artifacts can be found on SharePoint in the PM site. My recommendations, there are several. Sign off on the future state map that it meets business requirements. Budgeting to be approved to move forward to the next stage. And IT need to develop processes around managing spam and quarantine emails, specifically those of our customers that have been quarantined due to email address errors. There are, however, some important points to consider moving forward. Engagement of a marketing specialist to help with development of the landing page. Product owners to review all products and services and remove any that are obsolete. Implement business intelligence so that the reports can be generated by managers in real time. And that's all from me. So thanks everybody for your attention. I look forward to your questions, as I'm sure there'll be a few. Now over to Tony. Thank you.